afternoon. Everybody hear me? Okay. Good afternoon. I appreciate everyone taking time out of your day to be here. My name is Lindy Brown, Associate Sports Information Director at Duke. It's a very special day here at Duke as we welcome our fourth head coach in Blue Devil history. Just to let you know a little bit about the format for today, in a few moments, introduce Director of Athletics, Joe Oliva, and he will take a few remarks. Then we'll introduce Coach Pete. After opening statements, we'll open up the floor for questions from members of the media and ask you to raise your hand before asking the question to identify yourself. Before I turn it over to Joe Oliva, I'd like to welcome not only the members of the media in attendance, the current Blue Devil team members, Coach Pete's family, we have sitting here in the front, and other Duke athletic staff members in attendance. Thank you for coming. At this time, it's my pleasure to turn it over to Director of Athletics, Joe Oliva.
Thanks, Lindy, and thank you all for being here today. This is a special day for Duke Athletics. I couldn't be more proud and pleased and inspired to introduce to you today Coach P, Joanne McCallie. She comes, wait. You all know where she's come from. You all know her background. But I'll tell you what, she is a coach with tremendous enthusiasm, tremendous passion for basketball, and she's going to lead this program to new heights, and we're going to hang a lot more banners in this gymnasium in the future. All right, now here's Joanne. Here she is.
Thank you so much. This is amazing. This is an amazing opportunity for which our family is so grateful. I can't tell you how thrilled we are, and I do want to introduce my family to you first. Youngest to oldest, we have John Wyatt, which is Jack. Jack, can you wave at everybody? Jack enjoys soccer, basketball, taekwondo, and video games. With me also is Maddie. Maddie is 12 years old. 12 years old. And she enjoys basketball, soccer, and horseback riding, and all sorts of fun things there. Also a pleasure to introduce my husband. I hate to admit, and I'm going to get this out early, my husband, who is a UNC grad. Well, we have quite a marriage, you could say then. That would be John McCallie, my husband, from Chattanooga, Tennessee. I have to tell you, this is a special day for us. Believe it or not, even beyond this incredible opportunity at Duke. Today, my mother-in-law, who is Eleanor Queenie McCallie, is celebrating her 91st birthday at Pawleys Island. That is amazing that I am coming in on her birthday. So I'm excited about that. Of course, I want to thank my folks back up in Maine. My mom and dad are great. I want to thank President Broadhead for his leadership and vision. It was an absolute pleasure to meet him. Joe Oliva for the opportunity, the support he has shown me, and the sense of humor that he has. Jackie Seiler for her guidance, for her wisdom. Jackie is somebody who did in fact recruit me to this fine institution. So she's happy that I came to my senses and I've come back. I also want to thank Coach K very dearly. He has influenced me throughout my career. I have read many things on Coach K, but now I have an opportunity to view him more closely. He doesn't realize it, but he's got a little sister pest that's going to be trying to talk to him and get some time with him, so I hope he doesn't mind. This incredible team, I've only spent a short time with them, and we certainly are excited to get to know each other, but I have never been more impressed, ever, in my first meeting of any group of women in my life. They have persevered through tremendous adversity with grace that most people cannot show. They have spirit, they have soul, and best of all, they have an incredible sense of humor. They are uniquely connected, and I just appreciate them from almost the minute I met them. We are so excited to learn each other a little bit, get to know each other, and sort of fold all the positives in so we can do all the fun things that we want to do. I also want to say thank you to Gail for what she has done for Duke and for who she is for women's basketball. She is a tremendous... She is a tremendous individual, and what she's done here is just absolutely remarkable. She will always be admired and talked about in those ways, and we are so excited for her and her new life opportunity. I also want to thank a very special friend. That would be Joanne Boyle. Joanne is a very special person, a great friend, and I really want to say that I can't wait to see her mom at the games, because I'm told she comes to every one of them. Does she? That's what I heard. And I hope she'll continue to come, because Jo has been a dear friend to me. I will miss her greatly with USA Basketball. We worked together last summer, and we just had a lovely conversation, a few lovely conversations before I was able to take this job. So I just want to say she's a most amazing person. I also want to thank Joe Champy. He's my mentor from Auburn. He worked with Coach K at West Point years ago when they were both at West Point together. He has influenced me greatly, and I very much appreciate it. I also need to thank the great institutions of the University of Maine and Michigan State for providing me with an opportunity to get to Duke. I think that's great. I can't stress enough how we are thrilled, absolutely thrilled to be here. We're ready to be here. We're excited to be here. It's a time of transition for our family, and one that we embrace. We often spend time at Pawleys Island. Chattanooga is like our hometown. This is a very special area in terms of us sort of coming back home, not to mention the Chapel Hill guy over there. We will continue to pursue championships in absolutely everything we do, academically or athletically. We are thrilled to be role models. I can think of no better women to talk to Maddie at age 12 about all the things that are out there, good and bad. These women are terrific role models. We will do all that we can in the community. I know they've done a ton, and we'll just keep on going with it any way possible. And you know what? This is a beautiful facility. Cameron is special, and what would make it more special, in my opinion, is something like 10 straight sellouts. Something of that nature. Crazy fans, 10 straight. Again, I want to thank you for coming today. I can't wait to meet people personally. Be patient as we try to make this transition. I will be coaching with USA Basketball. It's very important for me to finish that responsibility I have, and I'll be excited to be doing that, but traveling perhaps too much. We will definitely do our best to be here as soon as we can. If there's anything we can do for you, please do not hesitate. Thank you very much. Go Duke.
Okay, we'll turn it over for questions now to the media.
Joe, what led you guys to Joanne? What was the, why were y'all, what led y'all to Joanne?
Okay, well, we had a extensive search, and I was looking for a coach that had experience, that had been there, so to speak, that's used to being on the main stage, and a coach that had great passion and enthusiasm. And when we went through the interview process, it was quite evident that Joanne was the right person for this job.
Coach P, Rob Clow, dwhoops.com. You had stated that Duke was your dream job, and you alluded to many years ago thinking of attending Duke as an athlete. What is it about Duke that makes it your dream job?
Well, I think that I had the opportunity when I was young to come visit. The extraordinary beauty, the campus, everything about the warmth. all those things, of course, the basketball tradition, were attractive. And to me, as a Northwestern grad, somebody who has an MBA, somebody who has put academics in the forefront of my life, it is the absolute ultimate to challenge women academically as well as athletically, and to have the opportunity to coach women who make that commitment. And I think this is an elite level of both that is so exciting to try to balance. And since I lived it at Northwestern, I understand it a little bit. And I just hope in some way that I can help so that the careers can be exciting and we don't have too many perfectionists or people that are too hard on themselves. Because, I mean, these ladies work very, very hard, and that can happen sometimes. So I think my experience really helps me a little bit. And so for me, even when I was at Auburn as an assistant, I was asked my dream job by Coach Champion in 1990. And again, it was Duke because I had that familiarity with the trip, and I had that thought of what it could be.
Next question.
Yeah, Joanne, just take me through the process of when you were first contacted by Duke, maybe when you came down here and interviewed, and then when you knew that you wanted to take the job, and also are you apprehensive about following Gail's footsteps?
Okay, that's a lot of questions. I did not know of the opportunity because, like many, I was certain at the time that Jo may be taking this job, and so I was very excited for her. So I got on board at the point in time where that wasn't going to be the case. And of course, from the beginning, when that happened, you can imagine my excitement, because suddenly there was an opportunity when initially there perhaps wouldn't be one. So I was just very, very excited, like I'm sure many coaches across the country, to try to get the opportunity. I can't give you all I'm a little bit in a fog about dates and everything. I mean, I believe I was here on Monday, right? Monday. And it's all gone so fast. It's all been a whirlwind. It's been an absolutely incredible experience. But the bottom line is, when the job was open and clearly open, I talked with my husband. I mean, I wanted that job. I mean, Duke did not have to come searching for me and asking too many questions. And I believe I made it very clear that I wanted the job. Oh, following Gail, I think that, you know, each person is an individual, and you have to celebrate, as people come into your life, you have to celebrate what they can offer. And so all I can say, what Gail has done is extraordinary, and that's her legacy to Duke and to women's basketball, and she'll begin a new one, of course. For me, I start a new journey. I'm wide open to it. I'm excited about it. I've been exposed in three different national championships in terms of Final Fours and things of that nature. I don't view it the way you might, following somebody. I view it as a new journey for me and my family and for this team.
I have two questions. The first one is, did you ever speak to Coach K during this process? Because you did allude to him. Second part, totally unrelated. Do your kids have any UNC garb? And if so, are they still going to be allowed to wear it around?
No, they don't have any. Do you guys have UNC garb? Well, if we have it, we'll burn it. We'll burn it. In answer to your question about Coach K, yes, I did meet with Coach K. It was an absolute thrill. I was fortunate enough to talk with him, and he talked with me for about 45 minutes when I came on my visit. And without question, I'll make no mistake about it, I want to work with you. I want to learn from you. What can you teach me? Can I teach you anything? Oh, probably not. But all those thoughts went through my mind, because to me it was an extraordinary meeting, and I felt it was just a very, very positive meeting.
Big Ten and the ACC are very different stylistically. How do you intend? Are you going to bring over a lot of the things you did at Michigan State? Or are you going to kind of change it up?
You know, they say very good coaches, and I hope to be a very good coach someday, evolve. And you evolve and you learn from your players an opportunity. I have changed every place I've been, whether it be University of Maine and then come to Michigan State. I will change again, absolutely, to make sure that I provide the best learning situation for these ladies, and these ladies will also teach me. We'll teach each other. We'll take all the great, we'll try to build on the great, but by no means you can't ever be in the same place. We always have to get better, I guess. So to answer your question, we'll do lots of things at Duke that perhaps were not done at Michigan State, just because of what you said, by virtue of the talent, the athleticism, the opportunity, and also the conference. That's the exciting thing for me, is trying to figure out with the team how we can work together to put forth the best defenses, the best offenses, the things that highlight us the most. So it's going to be a lot of fun.
Coach, do you intend to keep the remaining basketball staff as opposed to the coaches, or has that decision been made yet?
Oh, we're working on that decision, and there are fabulous people here at Duke, which I know. We're talking to people to stay, and I'm bringing people also. I won't comment on specifically because contracts are not signed. People can change their mind type of thing. But basically, the staff will be a blend of people from Michigan State and people at Duke.
Any other questions?
You're on a roll. Go ahead.
One of the things that was notable in your tenure at Michigan State was the dramatic increase in attendance.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think you did other than winning to boost that attendance, and how do you plan to transfer that to here?
I think the players and the program and everybody got very involved in the community. We also established the world's largest ball girl club. We got to 400. Can you imagine? 400. 400. And you know what? Those ball girls have parents, and they have to come to the games. Hence, increase. So we tried to work on that as much as possible. And here, of course, this program is greatly supported. It's just going to be fun to try to do some things that haven't been done yet, like selling out consecutively and things of that nature. There's no doubt the support is here, but there's no doubt you can grow the support. There you go.
Earlier, the players had expressed an interest in keeping the game with Texas, which had been scheduled. After initially there was some thought of dropping that. Do you have any thoughts on that?
Yes, I do have thoughts on that. And the thoughts are, we talked about Rutgers, didn't we? I think that's who we should be focused on.
Any other questions? Okay, if there's no other questions, I'd like to thank everybody for coming today. And they are handing out some sheets. It's got some information about Coach P and then also some information about season tickets. So make sure you grab one of those. Thank you again.
Awesome.